loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On play action, now Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 43 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fields. Buying time to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 1st down, Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Fields, sliding out of the pocket, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down, it's Fields. Flushed out right. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 10 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Fields on 3rd down. And he has his tight end. That's Wesco. And he will have the Bears' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now a 1st down throw. Fields able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again is Fields. Claypool with another catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Fields on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields out to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Fields. Steps away. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers on the move to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Now Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So here we go, still down 1 score, and here comes the onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Steps away to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here's Fields, eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. All eyes on Fields. Quick slant finding Claypool. Down inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Santos with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers to throw. Rolling to his left. Able to find Jones. And he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a 1st. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. from the 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise. How about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with. And to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
57, Mike, 57.
Again, it's Jones. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 42 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. To throw is Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert.